guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I finally cleared up my skin. I've never had severe acne, but I figured that this video might be helpful for people who also had the same issues as I did. I never had, chronic acne or super bad, intense acne where I had to go on Accutane or anything like that. But it seemed like since, not this past summer, but the summer before, I had constantly had these major chin outbreaks. You guys have seen it in videos, I've talked about it many times, and I get so many questions lately about how I kind of cleared up my skin. And honestly, I feel like I finally found a routine and some products that have worked for me. I also wanted to share some messages and tips that I have learned along the way. I just wanted to let you guys know that this is what worked for me. It might work for you, it might not, but I just wanted to give my experiences, since this is what the channel is all about, helping one another and just kind of sharing tips like you'd share with a girlfriend or a friend. You don't need to be a girl. So the first thing I want to say is that when my skin was really freaking out, it took a toll on my self-esteem. I didn't want to go out without makeup. I felt very self-conscious, and you just kind of feel not dirty, but you don't feel as attractive as you might if you had like clear skin. And I know that my skin when I was going through all these breakouts would be like dream skin to have if you did suffer from like severe acne. Everyone goes through different things, and my skin was bad for me. It might not be bad for you, but at that time it was very bad for me. So I'm not saying that my acne or my skin issues were as bad as people who have like really serious acne, but they're just it was bad for me. And I don't need comments saying like, oh, I would love to have that skin, because I know that my skin would be like really good for some people, and I'm not saying that to put anyone down or anything. So, because I know I'm gonna get those comments. My skin got really bad in like October, and it's always on my chin. I don't know why it's on my chin. Sometimes I'd get them like in this area, like on my forehead, but most of the time it was always on my chin. And no matter what I did, no matter what products I used, I would always have these outbreaks. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go back to basics. And I was talking about this with my friend Megan, and I feel like when there's so many beauty products on the market, you're always trying to get the best thing, the trendiest thing, the best thing that Sephora's come out with, Sephora bestseller. But for me, my skin really did the best when I just went back to basics and just started using products that our grandmas have been using. So I decided to pick up a bar of just original Dove soap, and that is what I've been using religiously since that time, and my skin has literally never been better. So I don't get the coconut or anything, just like the original plain Dove soap. I use that as my makeup remover and my, I guess, like cleanser. So I'll typically do like 2 washes. The first wash I do will be to take off all of my makeup, and you'll see all the makeup like running in your sink. And then the second wash I'll do will just be to kind of, get rid of everything and just make it really clean. So that is all I use for cleanser. It's like, I don't know, probably less than $4 at the drugstore. I have tried cleansers from Glam Glow. I've tried cleansers from Murad. I've tried Proactive. I've tried so many, Fresh. I've literally tried it all. I'm not saying that those products are bad, but I'm just saying for me, what really helps is just going back to products that our grandmas used, or products that are just like basic, like you don't need tons of things. The next thing I want to talk about is this Olay Henriksen Nurture Me Moisturizer. Now I recently got this, so I've only been using it for literally probably a week. Like I said in my yearly favorites video, since I've been using this, my skin has never looked as great as it does. Literally when I put it on, my skin just feels refreshed and rejuvenated, and it just instantly feels like I got like a facial. It's amazing. So it looks like this. And yes, I'm super excited. Is it gonna focus? I don't know, is it focusing? Anyways, it looks like this, and I am very excited about my automatic focus. I don't know what's in it, but whatever it is, it smooths out my skin and has improved my skin's texture so much, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. So this is my all-time favorite moisturizer. I've tried so many moisturizers as well, and none have ever worked as well as this one, or has made my skin feel as great as this does. Especially during the winter or during the summer, if I'm out in the sun a lot, sometimes I will want to use a richer oil, and I like to use the Josie Maran Argan Oil Light. This is a lightweight moisturizing oil, and I like the light version compared to like the other version, just because sometimes I find that oils can be very thick and very sticky, and I don't feel like my skin can breathe. The light oil is a lot thinner than other oils, so it goes on, it doesn't feel heavy, it just kind of sinks right into your skin and makes your skin feel really nice. And if you have really dry skin, you could definitely apply this first and then apply the Olay Henriksen, and your skin will be very luscious and luxurious. I get a lot of requests to talk about my favorite face mask, and I love face masks. If you watch my vlogs, you'll know that I do face masks literally all the time because I love face masks. I love just being able to put it on and just like feel like I'm doing something good for my skin. This face mask is probably the best kept hidden secret, and I think that everyone needs to get this. It is by Aztec Secret, and it's the Indian Healing Clay Mask. I first tried this during the summer, and I literally felt my skin improve right away, but then I lost it for like a couple months, and I recently just found it during the fall, and I have been obsessed with it ever since. Basically, it is a powder mask, and I know you're thinking powder, that's so weird. It is kind of weird. It's just a powder mask. It looks like this, and it kind of smells like feet, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't smell that great, but it works. You take a couple tablespoons of this and you add some raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. This is just by Bragg. You mix it together to create a paste, and then you just put it on all over your face and you let it dry, and you wanna put like a thick layer, but not like a super thick layer, because it really dries very well, and then you'll just want to rip off your skin. So you want to apply like a thin layer that is pretty thick and well distributed. And the more you use it, the better you will find your skin reacts to it, and the more benefits you will like experience. First time I used it, yeah, my skin felt nice and it felt like all the blackheads were coming out, but the more I used it every other day for a week, I'd start to feel the pulsations of like the, I don't know what's in it, the magnesium or something, and I'd start feeling it like pulsing and like coming out of my skin, and it makes your skin better every time you use it. So this whole tub is only $8, and I'm literally convinced that this is what Glam Glow is based off of, because it does the same exact thing, if not better than Glam Glow, for a quarter, not even a quarter, like a tenth of the price. It is unbeatable. So definitely pick up a tub of this. I got mine on Amazon. I'll link it down below, but this is an Aztec Secret for a reason. Speaking of Glam Glow though, I do really love their Thirsty Mud hydrating treatment. This smells really nice. It smells like coconuts, but not like in an overpowering way. It just looks like this. As you can see, I've used a lot of it. I just used it this morning before I did my makeup. You can use it overnight, but this is really good if you feel like your skin is lacking some luster, if it's not looking as like fresh and awake as normal. This morning I just felt like I needed a little extra oomph, so I kept it on my face for like 15 minutes. I rinsed it off, put on my moisturizer, and my skin just looked a little fuller, it looked a little brighter. And on days when my face just feels really tight and, you know, dry, I'll put this on, a nice layer before I go to sleep, and I'll wake up in the morning and my skin literally feels like a baby's butt. Expensive. It's around the same price as like the other Glam Glow masks, but you can get a mini size now. When I first bought it, you couldn't. It is definitely worth it. Next mask I want to talk about is by Origins, and I first tried this because my friend Megan, she has a YouTube channel. Maybe if you guys go subscribe to her channel and tell her to start making more videos to actually listen. She makes really good videos. She's really funny, but she doesn't make as many videos as I wish she did. So everyone, I'll link her down below, so be sure to go subscribe to her channel and tell her to film some videos because they're entertaining for me, so I'm sure you guys will love them. But she did a vlog where she used this. I have tried a lot of charcoal products from Lush, from Michael Todd, from Garnier, but none have ever worked this well on my skin. I feel like I have a Basha charcoal mask, like the peel off one, and it literally like sucked toxins out of like my body and like brought these crazy pimples to my face, so I don't really like that one. This mask I really like to use on nights when I just want a little bit of a deep cleaning mask without doing my whole apple cider vinegar mask, just because that one's very intense. Like, this is the mask I use when I'm lazy and I want to like deep clean my pores without having to mix everything, so I really recommend this. Now, pimples are inevitable. No matter who you are, you will end up getting a pimple every now and then, and if you're like me, I like to get rid of a pimple as fast as humanly possible, so this is my favorite spot treatment. It's by Kate Somerville, and it is the Eradicate, and it's kind of like the Mario Badescu drying lotion that I'm sure many of you are familiar with. Let me see if you guys can see what it's kind of like. As you can see, there's like a clear liquid at the top. At the bottom, there's like a clear calamine lotion, not clear, a calamine lotion looking substance, like color at the bottom. And basically what you want to do is not shake this bottle as I'm like shaking, but you don't want to shake this bottle, and then you just open it up and then you stick a Q-tip down to the bottom, take it out and dab it on the areas that you need to, I guess, eradicate or get rid of, and it really sucks up your pimple and it dries it out. I've tried a lot of spot treatments, but none have ever worked as quickly or as gently. If I have a big zit, I'll put it on and then it dries it out by the next morning and it doesn't look as big. So this is my favorite spot treatment, and that is pretty much all I use on my face. So I hope this answered some questions, because I have been getting a a lot of requests to do an updated skincare routine video, and I just wanted to share with you guys how I got rid of my acne or my really bad skin issues, because when I say that I've had them literally since summer of 2014, I'm not joking. You can ask one of my best friends, Tristan. We have both been having like skin issues since that time, and I feel like I'm finally out of that like cycle where I'd always have pimples and just stuff like that. So I hope this helped. What your skincare secrets are. I know that there's lots of skincare secrets and a lot of, you know, I love like the old wives' tales, like not old wives' tales, but like I use rubbing alcohol on my face sometimes too, because my Aunt Louise used that, and I know whenever I talk about it on YouTube, people are like, oh my gosh, like rubbing alcohol, but you know what, like people would do worse things. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this new camera. We'll see. I hope you have a great day or night depending on when you watch this, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.